From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wakefield steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
To throw on 2nd down. Wakefield, he finds his man, complete. It's Price. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
1 down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
On 1, ready?
Burrow on play action. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play action. It's Burrow. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This is Benjamin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Burrow. That is incomplete.
But we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there set and ready for Brown, maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to throw on second down. Wakefield. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On the run is Benjamin. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They run it with Benjamin. That's fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run again with Benjamin. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. They'll run on 1st down with Price. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Wakefield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On the ground, Benjamin. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train down the numbers? There he goes. Inside the 20, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. But look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
To throw on 2nd down, Wakefield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal, Sam.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. A look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from a special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you take out some responsibility. And he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Looking to throw on second down. Wakefield. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. Here we go. At the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to look down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Dragon 60. Street.
On 1st down, Wakefield. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
Back to throw again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. And
Give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
he finds his man, complete. It's Price. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake. Wakefield. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it 24-13.
Commanders 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, great grab by Chase. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
On 2.
On first down, Benjamin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing again. Wakefield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
1st down. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this... And got his man complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
1st down, Commanders.
The slot man in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Wakefield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On 3rd down, Wakefield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Wakefield. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Here we go.
This is 2nd and 8.
12, 12, 12.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Now a give right side. Benjamin. Now the ball comes loose. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here we go, here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
180. 11, 11.
Up Up the middle they go. Benjamin, and a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 6.
11 MC paint.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
3 points are huge.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on 2nd down. Wakefield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and run for this with Price. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 average, 60 average.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Washington.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wakefield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw on 3rd down, Wakefield. And now here is another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his insides. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Brown on second down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up.
And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their.
Never leave the house without the pack.